You're listening to the Nature Bay podcast with Coach Brandy, where we dive into personal development, self-healing, and all the woo-woo shit. Hello, tribe. Welcome back to another episode of the Nature Bay podcast. This is your girl, Coach Brandy, and today we're going to talk about how you are the co-creator in your life. Okay, so I just wanted to come in and, drop a couple of breadcrumbs on you. One thing I've noticed when I'm having conversations with people or coaching clients and even doing some self-evaluation is that we as people tend to blame our external environment for the things that we go through. And that could look like people who trigger us or who are abusive or mean to us, a government system that oppresses us and tries to keep us small, a crazy boss, or, anything that we feel like has some type of authority over us and some kind of power. We believe in our minds that they can stop good things from happening to us. And while it's true that many of us are affected by our environments, some of us have a harder time than others based on systems that were created to limit and oppress us. There are people that we are connected to that try to control, overpower, and manipulate us. But we do have power. And once we change our perspective, we can change our circumstances. So, I don't know if you've ever watched one of my YouTube videos, Walks with Nature Bay or Walks with B. I talk about barriers. And, as you're walking along a path, there can be a big roadblock in front of you. And we can choose to turn around and go back, from where we came, or we can actually take a little step back and try to think of a workaround. Barriers can be worked around if we pause, reflect, and take action from a different direction. We can take a step back to get a better view of what we're working with, so that we can devise a plan around the thing that is keeping us from greatness. Be it a hating ass boss. Oh my God. So like everybody in corporate America or who's just, working a 9 to 5, in your work career, you probably have encountered a hating ass boss, a hating ass sidekick who, is going to tell the boss everything you're doing, just, really worried about you, but ain't worried about their own job, hating ass family members. I love my family, but, I have encountered a family unit, in my time or two that where the hate was real, where it was just like bullying all over again, hating ass friend circles, where it's just like you with a group of people and it's like, there's this passive aggressive undertone. I mean, it's just really important to understand what you're working with and really having your eyes open to, how you relate to the world and who you are actually surrounded, by. So no shade, no tea, but I mean, the shit is real. The systems that are in place, are you a black person in America, the United States of America, or are you, a woman in a patriarchal society where like oppression is real? That shit is not, some type of mirage or a delusion. They really think that they could keep us down, but there's a workaround with all of that. I've seen it, we're not doomed to not be great. What's for us won't ever miss us, and that's been proven time and time. Like we've seen some great things happening out of a person's or a system's intentions to keep us small and oppressed. Even if you have experienced a parent who may have been controlling, who may have suffered from an addiction or a mental illness, and you may have felt like you were in an abusive environment, or a partner who was really controlling, manipulative, abusive. There is always a workaround once we realize that true power is in us, and it's connected to what we think, what we choose to believe based on the thoughts that we think, how those beliefs make us feel, and the actions we take or don't take. Whatever we believe in is true for us. So I had 2 kids. I have 2 kids right now. So, and I had my kids before I graduated college, undergrad. I had my daughter when I was an undergrad, and I had to drop out of college. And I always wanted to finish college, but I was doing a couple of things at my own stride, and then I had my son, and I was working full time, but I decided in my mind I wanted to go back. I always knew I wanted to go back. At one point, I didn't think that was going to be possible, but I decided in my mind, with no real plan, I wanted to go back to college. And once I decided that I wanted to go back, I believed that I could go back. And that's when God, the universe, my spirit guides, my higher self began to conspire and create a support system for me to make that happen. But if I didn't believe that I could go to college and raise my children and have a place for us to stay and not have to go stay with anyone else, not that that's a bad thing, but that's just what I wanted. If I didn't have that belief, I would have found evidence that supported the sentence, I can't do that. I can't go back to college. Because whatever you believe in, you start to materialize in your personal being, in your own reality. And I've experienced this with almost every accomplishment that I have obtained. After I graduated undergrad, I got a better job. Like literally, I swear to God, 3 months later, 3 weeks later, I applied for a job that had benefits and, paid holidays off and all of this stuff. I was able to pay my mortgage. I was able to keep myself and my children afloat. And then, I was able to decide that I wanted more things. And until I went to grad school, I got my master's degree, working full time, having 2 children, then having a fiance, about to get married. He was home every day. So I was doing the domestic stuff too, y'all. And I just believe that I could do that. Like everything I believe I can do, I do it. And I don't keep the belief anymore that there's nothing I can't do. I can do anything that I want to do. And the how is none of my business. I want to do something. I have to first believe that I can do it. So yeah, it all started with a thought, then a belief that I could do the thing, and the how is none of my business. The how is and will always be worked out by something greater and more powerful than me. My higher power, God, Orishas, spirit guides, whatever you choose to believe in, there is a higher power greater than you. There is a force that is collaborating with you, but you got to decide, because God doesn't just come and say, okay, I know you want to be a pilot, and so bam, you're going to be a pilot. Here go the plane. I'm going to put the manual in your lap. No, you have to decide, and God places a passion and a purpose and a calling on your heart, and you pursue. You decide. You say, I can do this. Oh, it looks like I'm being oppressed from all angles. It looks like I have roadblocks. Let me pause and reflect, and let me find a workaround. Let me recalibrate my GPS, because I can get around this, right? Hey, Biggie said it was all a dream, right? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? That's in the Bible. Denzel said, if you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Okay. That right there is how you turn thoughts into things. Okay. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. Word to the prophetess, Ariana Grande. If you see something and you want something and you like something, go get that something, okay? You are the co-creator, the collaborator of everything in your life that you want. Your bag is waiting. It's on the tree right in front of you. It say, hey, come get me. And you said you wanted the bag. All you got to do is go get the bag. I don't care if it's a big ant pile in your way. Find a way around the ant pile. Okay? Look at the bag and say, bag, I want you. And the how is not my business. And watch how the world, the universe, watch how God, watch how, all of these forces come together and they conspire a plan and you will have that bag. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed our episode today. Just want to let you guys know that I love you. If you would like to connect with me and work with me, you can check me out at Coach Bee 84 at Instagram, and send me a DM and we can definitely hop on a call. I would love to help you and guide you to go get your bag, to go and step into the next version of yourself. It's 100% doable. Life will look completely different and in all of the ways that you have imagined. If you just count on yourself and if you believe in you. So until next time, bye.